Hi, entrepreneur! If you are running Facebook ads to get leads and sales for your business, and you've heard of the upcoming iOS 14 update and the negative changes that it can have on your ads, then you may be hearing more and more about Facebook Conversions API. And with good reason, because this is the tool that can help you navigate these changes successfully, effectively, without a big loss of data, and it can help you ultimately to minimize the negative impact on your ads and your business. In this video, we'll cover what is Conversions API, how does it work, why do you need it right now, and we'll touch upon how to set it up. So if this all sounds exciting, then keep on watching. I'm Yulia Storak. I'm a Facebook ads strategist from zenfulmarketing.com, and I help coaches, consultants, and online course creators amplify their businesses with Facebook ads. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And now let's dive into today's topic. What is Facebook API and why is everybody suddenly talking about it? Conversions API is one of Facebook's business tools that lets you share conversion data directly from your server to Facebook's servers. For example, you run an ad, a person clicks on that ad, goes onto your website, purchases something from you on that site, and then the Conversion API is what passes that data, that recorded fact of the purchase, back to Facebook so that that purchase shows up in your Facebook ads dashboard and you can look at it and say, cool, this ad is profitable. Let's keep running it. And if your first hunch is to say, well, isn't that what Facebook Pixel does? You are absolutely right, my friend. Both the Facebook Pixel and the Conversions API exist to help you optimize and measure your Facebook ads campaigns. So in that way, they're very similar, and in fact, they work in tandem together. But on the technical side, they work very differently. How does the Facebook Pixel work? Pixel is a little piece of code that you put on your site, and then it gets fired whenever a person visits your site, and it collects information about the actions they took on your site. That information then gets passed to the web browser cookies and to the Facebook ads platform. The problem with this is, especially right now, that the Facebook ads ecosystem is changing. It's going to be completely different in a few months and for sure in a couple of years. The most popular web browsers are going to phase out the web browser cookies by 2022. So we won't be able to get that pixel data back into our Facebook ads dashboards. The same is happening right now with the iOS 14 update. Apple changed their privacy policy, and all the data that we advertisers used to get from the iOS devices, majority of this data is not going to be passed back to Facebook anymore. So that is the current and the very big limitation of the Facebook Pixel. Let me pause for a second and ask you a question. Have you been a little bit worried about all these changes and how you're going to be able to measure your Facebook ads campaigns? Because it could be a big problem. Be honest and tell me in the comments. The good thing is that the Conversions API helps advertisers get ahead of all these changes because it works differently than the Facebook Pixel. So how does the Conversions API work? Instead of passing the conversion data from your site to the browser through the cookies and to the ads platform, Conversions API passes data directly from the server and into the ads platform. Because the Conversions API works on a different setup, it can also pass a wider array of data. It can pass on CRM data, lead scores, multi-site conversion paths, and a few other things that Pixel is just not able to pick up on. So there is definitely value to implementing the Conversions API, but that value is especially huge right now. Let's talk about that. So as Apple rolls out the iOS 14 update that will require all the app users to go through the privacy prompt and either opt in or opt out of tracking across devices and apps, we can expect that our conversions are going to be severely underreported. Or, in all honesty, I should say we don't know the full impact of it right now, but especially the advertisers who run the web conversions campaigns and those who drive ads to their apps, those advertisers will see a big drop off in conversions and in data. And also if your client base is heavily on iOS 14 devices, then we can expect a big loss of data in that case. So to help avoid losing that data or to minimize the effect of that data drop off, it should be one of your highest priority right now to implement the Conversions API. Another big reason to adopt the Conversions API right now is that it can give us deeper funnel visibility compared to the Facebook pixel, especially in the conditions when that visibility of the pixel is going to be significantly decreased as people opt out of tracking. What I mean by this is that one of the consequences of the iOS 14 update will be that we will only be able to use up to 8 conversion events per domain. So if, for example, if I opted into tracking and I visited your website and I added to cart and I initiated checkout and I viewed a bunch of pages, what you're going to see from my activity is going to be up to 8 of those conversion events. On the other hand, if I opted out of tracking and I went to your site and I viewed a bunch of pages, I added to cart, initiated checkout, and I purchased, out of all of those events that you would have normally seen, you will only see one event. That will be based on your event configuration and which event you prioritized as the most important to you. So if you prioritize purchase, you will see that I've purchased from your site. So unfortunately, we will lose a lot of that funnel visibility that can be crucial to analyzing your funnel, to clearing your funnel bottlenecks, and so on. So with the Conversions API, I expect that we're going to see much better funnel visibility than with the Pixel. So I hope I've convinced you that the Conversions API is something that you want to adopt in your business in the very, very near future. Now let's take a look at how to set it up. And yes, Conversions API setup is more challenging than the Facebook Pixel setup because you may have to involve a developer for that. But I still think it's very, very much worth it. And you'll also see, I'll jump in the Ads Manager in a second and show you around. You'll also see that there are lots of partner integrations available to set up the Conversions API that can make it a lot easier for you. So in your Ads Manager, you want to come to this top left corner to Business Tools and select Events Manager. Once in the Events Manager, you'll see all of your different data sources, pixels, offline events, whatever you might have there. And as you can see, Facebook is already giving you the nudge to set up the Conversions API. So you could either click here, or you can also find how to set it up in the settings. So if you go to the settings and kind of scroll down, you will see the Conversions API and you can set it up manually or you can set it up through a partner integration. I'm going to try a partner integration because I'm not very technically skilled. Full honesty. If we click choose a partner, there's just a handful of partners here, but they do cover many of the biggest website platforms. I see WordPress, WooCommerce. I'm on WordPress, so I'm going to explore that one. Let's take a look at Zapier because they have lots and lots of connections, I bet. So I've loaded it up, and yeah, exactly. Zapier can help you integrate with nearly everything. ClickFunnels, Acuity Scheduling, I might explore that one. Then I see here a few more CRMs like HubSpot and email marketing software, MailChimp, Kajabi. So this can help you integrate with nearly everything. I'm going to play around with this and maybe make some follow-up videos on it. Going back to Facebook, let me explore what happens with WordPress and how to integrate Conversions API with the WordPress account. So here I will select both of these check marks, and from there, it looks very straightforward. I've got to create an access token. I've got to download a plugin, follow through these steps, which are very straightforward for most WordPress users. Activate the plugin and review some settings. So it should be a fairly easy setup. In this video, I'm not going to do a walkthrough from start to finish on how to set up the Conversions API, just because it varies so much platform to platform. In this video, I just wanted for us to dip our toes a little bit in the topic of Conversions API and talk about why we need to get it implemented right now. However, right after I'm finished recording this video, I'll go ahead and record a video of myself setting up the Conversions API on my WordPress website. So I'll upload that to my YouTube channel, to my Facebook page as well. So depending when you're watching this video, that video may already be up. So go and check it out. I'll also include it in the description and in the info cards once it's posted. So you'll have that step-by-step tutorial. I might also make a couple of videos on the Conversions API integration through Zapier with different tools such as MailChimp and others. So if you have any questions about that or any requests for any other videos regarding the Conversions API, do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I've shown you where you can get started with setting up your Conversions API. I have full faith in you that you can get it done, implemented, and so that you don't lose that data due to all the privacy regulations changes. So tell me, do you feel like it's highly important for you to implement the Conversions API in your business right away? Or do you feel like it might not make that much of a difference anyway? Tell me in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.